Spring is in the air. Time for Jason Valuette to make some money.
Right now, it's the beginning of the season.
Fencing season. Jason is good at selling fences.
He came out right away, very knowledgeable, very friendly.
Seemed like a very nice guy.
Yep, Jason seems like a nice guy while he's selling you a fence.
I really got a good vibe from the guy.
But when he takes off with your money,
But he was obviously a pretty good con man.
that's a different story.
They say they give you $5,000 and then you just bailed on them. And you kind of got a history of doing that, don't you?
No, I do not.
That's sure not what these people say.
He never, ever showed up, and then we never heard from him again, no matter what we did.
Jason Valuette's fencing business is about to hit the wall.
If you had me do a fence for you, and we do part of the job, you're not getting a complete refund back.
You didn't give her any money back.
Because this fleeing felon fence freak has been found.
What do you think of this guy?
I think he's a scumbag.
Colleen and Ray have been looking for Jason Valuette since last fall. That's when Jason was supposed to install a vinyl fence.
So you're giving them $5,000 and all you have is some posts in the ground.
That's not even all the posts in the ground.
Jason was recommended to them from Colleen's son, Mike. Supposedly, they were friends.
Jason came out and he was, all full of energy and excited. And he's like, well, you're Mikey's mom. I'm going to give you this awesome deal.
Thought you were getting a discount, family friend discount.
Exactly. Well, we got a 5-finger discount.
Jason took the first payment of $24.20 and put in the post. Then asked for a second payment of $24.20 to put up the fencing. Once he got that check, Jason and his crew disappeared.
And they immediately just took it to our bank, cashed it right away, and then they had the money, and then they ran.
Renee hired Jason's company, Any Fence, to repair a seawall. Renee paid $2,300 using a credit card. Jason came out and tore down the old seawall behind Renee's Rochester house, but said the water was just too cold to finish the job.
Whole season of just having bricks sitting on the patio, no paver wall, dirt falling in the water.
Renee's credit card company eventually refunded her money. She says Jason was really mad.
And he wasn't very happy with me. He called me a bitch.
And he fooled me.
Scott and Kathleen paid Jason a $2,450 down payment for a fence.
He finally showed up, took out the wood for the flower boxes, threw all the bushes in the middle of the yard, piled them up, and he said, I'll see you tomorrow. And he took the wood. We never saw him again.
Kathleen and Scott are retired on a fixed income, but Jason didn't care. He wouldn't even pick up the phone. It went straight to voicemail.
I'm handicapped, and my husband is a vet, and he said, come on, come and complete the job.
But he never did.
Right now, I can have it done within a week. Everything's first come, first serve. The phone's been ringing off the hook like crazy.
While Jason does make himself scarce once he gets your money, he has no problem coming out to do his sales pitch.
So you get a custom fit every time. There's nothing that's not going to fit. So, any questions?
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Hey there, Jason. How you doing?
In fact, I got a bunch of questions for you.
You doing a fence job here?
Possibly.
Okay.
I don't know.
Have you finished the other jobs that you were supposed to do last year?
What other jobs?
Colleen's job, Colleen and Ray, over there in Warren?
Colleen and Ray over in Warren.
Yeah.
I know Ray and I know Colleen, yes.
Well, they say they gave you $5,000. You came in, put in some posts, and
Yep.
then you didn't finish the job.
We never finished the job because we got threatening calls from them.
Remember, Jason was friends with Colleen's family. Now he claims he's scared of them.
He told me he's a member of a bike club and watch my back, so on and so forth.
So why don't you just give them their money back then?
They signed the paper that was sent to them, and then they get a check sent to them.
Colleen and Ray say they never threatened him or received anything to sign from Jason to get their money back. If they did, they'd sign it. Now I bring up Renee.
Well, that one was actually a retaining wall that was in the water. She signed on. I don't know if you got the date. I don't have the paperwork with me.
Well, I do.
Okay. The date that it was signed was early in the year, and the water was extremely cold, and we needed to get in the water to do this.
It's just like the Colleen and Ray situation, right?
Well,
You started the job, you went out there. I even have pictures of Renee's stuff. You
Okay.
piled up all the bricks.
Yep, we got in the water, and we brought all those out of the water. Okay.
And then you never came back.
The water was extremely cold.
So Jason's scared of Ray and Colleen, and he doesn't like cold water. I can only imagine what he's going to say about the disabled lady and her retired veteran husband.
I talked to Scott and Kathleen Metcalf of Shelby Township.
Okay.
They say they gave you a check for $34.50. You worked 1 day and left and never came back.
To be honest, I don't have that one right in front of me.
You don't even remember it?
I've been in business 18 years.
That's right. He doesn't even remember them. Let's see if he remembers some of his criminal convictions, because he's got a bunch of them.
You just got off probation for larceny,
Okay.
right? What was that all about?
What was that all about?
Yeah.
That was well, you should be able to look up on that.
Well, it's larceny. Who'd you steal money from?
I didn't steal money from nobody.
Well, then why'd you plead guilty to larceny? No contest to larceny. Home invasion, second degree?
Wow, 1995.
94, right.
Yeah, 1994. Yeah, I was a 17-year-old punk. that kicked it.
Assault and battery in 2003.
My brother Kevin, city of Ferndale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got in a fight with your brother?
I got in a fight with my brother.
Defense guy has an interesting defense. Poo-poo the problem. How's he going to downplay this next conviction?
96, possession of a Molotov cocktail. 83 days in Oakland County Jail. I got to tell you, I've gone
Aluminum foil and Drano. Bill Nye the Science Guy taught me that.
Yeah, it's the guy on the Disney Channel's fault. In fact, everything's someone else's fault to Jason, even the people who paid him for a fence, but instead got the shaft.
You can't keep every customer happy.
Don't fence me in.
Hey, fence dude, the writing's on the wall. You're in the Hall of Shame.
Let me be by myself in the evening breeze and listen to the murmur